Good morning, folks. Welcome to Harcourts Gold here at 471 Papanui Road. My name is Sandra O'Brien and I work as part of the auction team here at Harcourts Gold alongside your auctioneer, Mr. Mark Morrison, to my left. Now, just some housekeeping protocol regarding COVID. It will be the last week we ask you to use the Contact Tracer app as you enter our building to attend the auctions. But we will ask you to sanitise on the way in and out, and we ask that you remain in your bubbles with your mask on while you're here in our room. Should you become unwell, if you could just let us know, as there is some protocol we must take care of at Harcourts Gold. Now, a very warm welcome to our owners this morning. Firstly, we acknowledge and thank you for your ease of access and presentation over the past few weeks. And we also thank you for choosing to work alongside Harcourts Gold and your lead marketing consultant. We do realise there is choice in the marketplace and we'd like to thank you. We also wish you well this morning. Now, may I firstly introduce our Harcourts Gold management team who are here today to help support and guide you through this morning's auction. So any questions, please call on one of these folk. To my right, we have Henry Cochrane, Margaret Danza beside him, and Jane Mayer. And we also have Naomi Burge down the back. And a very special warm welcome goes to our guest this morning, Mr. Jim Davis, our Southland Regional Manager. Mr. Doug Soap is also present at the back against the window there, and he takes care of our New Brighton office, and he will very ably answer any questions you may have as well. Now, Alana to my left takes care of what you see on the screen here today, as well as beams today's proceedings out to the world via our webcam. We can have a large number of viewers online at any one time, and I do know and acknowledge this morning we will have Mr. Chris Kennedy, the other auctioneer, as well as our business owners, John and Annette McFadden. So a very warm welcome to everyone. Now, I know your lead marketing consultant will have made all the material available to you throughout the campaign. Now, that's the LIM, the title, and the agreement from which we work as approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand and the Auckland District Law Society. Now, folks, we do have a few rules and regulations we must play by today. Firstly, our sellers have set a reserve price, and that will not be disclosed to bidders. Should that reserve price be reached or breached, then the highest bidder shall become the purchaser. Your auctioneer may nominate the sum by which bidding may be raised and may also refuse any bid if it's deemed not to be in the best interest of our seller. The auctioneer or a real estate licensed agent may submit a bid on behalf of another person. Now, rest assured all the necessary paperwork will be signed and will have been cited by the relevant people prior to bidding. Our sellers reserve the right to bid exclusively through our auctioneer, and that's referred to as a vendor bid. Now, rest assured, if they place a vendor bid, it will be well below the reserve price and will be clearly identified as vendor bid. Our sellers also reserve the right to withdraw the property from the auction and sell it outside the room without declaring the actual reserve. Now, what this means, folks, is our owners have simply exercised their rights under clause 2.6 of the agreement and withdrawn the property from auction and sold it outside the room. Now, it doesn't happen a lot, but it can happen from time to time. So if you wish to be spoken to first, then you need to make sure you are the highest bidder. If a dispute arises concerning any bid, then our auctioneer will either determine the dispute or offer the property at the last undisputed bid. Finally, if you're the lucky purchaser this morning, which is identified by the fall of the hammer, then before you head away to celebrate, we ask you to take care of three things. Firstly, that you sign the agreement confirming receipt of the approved REA guide, arrange a deposit equal to 10% of that purchase price, and complete the GST information in Schedule 1. Buyers, those are the rules under which you bid and buy today. Cash and unconditional is your bidding. Timely we get things underway. There's a big line-up this morning, so I invite Mark Morrison to the podium to call your first auction.
Thank you, Sandra. Well said, indeed. And folks, nice to be joining you for the first time today. We've already had a successful week here in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms with two properties being brought forward and sold. So certainly still good activity and good confidence out there in the marketplace. If you're looking for a little bit of last minute advice potentially on the finance side of things, Mr. Mark Thompson, just towards the rear of the room from our Mortgage Express team, he's certainly a good man to make friends with if you're doing your research and your homework, wanting to get your financial affairs in order. Then Mark will be a good man to talk to, and in turn he can go out to the banks and various lenders out there in the marketplace. So nice to have you here as well, Mark. 20 properties up for sale today, the first of which is 122A Colombo Street in Beckenham, brought to the market by the shining light that is Leanne Marriott. Leanne, you've got a busy day with 2 properties up for sale, the first of which here in Colombo Street. Good luck, and good luck to our owners. A little more formally described today as being an estate and freehold, 647 square metres of that freehold parcel, Lot 2, Depositor Plan 40448, outlined in that certificate of title that Leanne's very ably been sending out to each and every one of you. Now, Friday, the 8th of April 2022 is our conjoined settlement and possession date. Vacant possession, of course, guaranteed on that day. The list of chattels outlined in Schedule 2, they are extensive and impressive. And those further terms of sale that you would have read and reviewed are clauses 22 through to 25. As Sandra alluded to before, your bidding is certainly cash and unconditional here in all respects. Colombo Street, I had the privilege of visiting 122A Colombo Street just on the weekend gone. It's an absolutely stunning 3 double bedroom home. I love the way that it's tucked down the end of the driveway. That means that your peace and your privacy is absolutely assured. But living down the back end of that driveway means the house is beautifully sited to enjoy that sunshine as it makes its way across the property. It's been gorgeously renovated, very tastefully renovated to ensure that it's very, very relevant in 2022 and also moving forward. All that hard work's been done. You just get to move in and enjoy. Love the location here. Of course, you can just meander, wander down the road for a morning coffee. The local schools are excellent, and you can go for a run or a bike in the hills in a few minutes' time up the road. Colombo Street, folks, my instructions today are actually to open up the bidding on behalf of my owners, placing one of those vendor bids that Sandra spoke of before at $520,000. I welcome in a bid north of that level. Who's got 540 potentially to kick things along? 540 straight out of the blocks with you, sir. Nice to see you and hope to see you at the end at 540,000. There's the competition. Let's continue in those 20s from there at 540 I have for the first time. And 560, sir. Nice to see you as well at 560 and straight back at 80 it would be, sir. 580, he says confidently, and with you at 600, would you say? 600 it is. 620 back with you, sir, if you like. At 620, he says yes, and 40 with you. 40 and 60, would you say? It's 650, very good, cuts me in half, that's fine, sir, I'll work with you. At 650, 660, sees matched your move there, sir, at $660,000 for the first time. At 660, in Colombo Street, beautiful Beckenham. Second call, another 10, sir, surely. We've been working well together so far, let's keep that going. I've got all day, but I can't sell you the house in second place. At 660 with the gentleman here, 665, knocks me, 670. He matches your every move, but you take confidence from that someone else wants to buy the home you'd dearly love to live in. At 670 I have, for the first time. Gorgeously renovated, as I said, easy to get across to the hills or just down the road for a morning coffee on a Sunday. Can you come back at 675 for me, sir? Be courageous, be bold, be brave. First chance at 670 down the front. For the second time at 670. Goodness, it's a quiet crowd. It's like a library in here. Anticipation, nervousness, excitement. Third chance at 670, sir. Can I tempt you back in for a little 2.5 on the side? Happy to sit in second place at this stage, that's fine. Might be back to the open home trails on the weekend. Goodness me, petrol's expensive as well, driving around town. How are we looking, sir? I need to see an increase from you because I don't have instructions to sell at 670. Can you get me through to 675? You look well heeled. You see the value at that level. get me through to that 675. But at 670 is where we lie at this stage. Absolutely beautiful home. Leanne, Jane, what would you like to do? Take a pause. Very good, sir. I don't have instructions to sell you the home. We're going to take a pause. We'll have a conversation. Pausing with you at 670,000 will offer you an opportunity to own Colombo Street very, very soon. We have Colombo Street just out in the back rooms continuing those conversations towards ownership. Let us take you forward to our second of the day, being 139 Heaton Street in Merivale, brought to the market by Ash and Shah, Sutherland, Todd. These wonderful people have been representing this gorgeous property, of course looking after our lovely owners who are on the telephone this morning because they are now based overseas. So good luck to all involved. Of course, good luck to the bidders and the interested parties in the room. Heaton Street, it is more formally described as being an estate and freehold. It is 837 square metres of that prime time land. It's lot 46, it's deposit of plan 11232, and it is all outlined in that certificate of title that Team Sutherland Todd have been filing through to you. Friday, the 22nd of April of this year is the conjoined settlement or possession date. You may have made prior arrangements in writing with our owners for an alternative date. That's fine. You play to those terms. I note we have some telephone bidders that may come into play today. That's absolutely fine. I've cited the paperwork and I'm very happy to move forward on that basis. Schedule 2 outlines a list of chattels that is beyond repute. There is no doubt about that. Impressive in its detail. Further terms of sale, you've read those, you've reviewed them. They are clauses 22 through to 24.2. Heaton Street, this represents an end of an era for our current owners, but I think it represents the start of a new era for our new owner here today. It's an impressive 839 square metres, an impressive parcel of land that plays host to what is a truly impressive and stunning residence. That character that charm. It walks hand in hand, doesn't it, with all of the modern creature comforts that you would ever wish for in a home such as this. Now, there are a multitude of bedrooms and living spaces on offer here, which means the blended or extended whānau, they can absolutely live in this one very, very easily. If entertaining is your thing, then you do it here as well. You'll do it in style, both inside and outside, a number of places to entertain your growing social network. The location, absolutely love it. It just makes sense, doesn't it? You're just so close to wonderful schools. You're in that golden triangle of schools with boys and girls high, as well as Burnside High School. You can wander down to Mirabelle, and it's easy links into the CBD, or in fact, just up the road here to the Harcourts Gold auction rooms every Thursday. Folks, a special property deserves a special new owner. My instructions today are to place a vendor bid to open things up at 1,800,000. So 1.8 with me. Let's move in hundreds on the rise from there. Who's got 1.9? 1.9 with you, ma'am. Nice to see you. Very good luck today at 1.9. Clear signal of intent. We're underway comfortably. Let's stick in the hundreds from here. Who's got 2 million for me? It's at 2 million here. Thank you, Jan Louise. Nice to see you today at $2 million even across this side. 2 in it at this stage as we compete for great real estate. Is it 2.1 straight back with you? First chance at 2 million. We do have a rule in our rooms that you bid at least twice. Everyone laughs, but I'm deadly serious. For the first time at $2 million across the far side. Second chance for beg your pardon? 2,050,000 only. That's fine. I'll take your 50,000. We're moving north together. Appreciate the bid. Stick in the hundreds, Jan Louise. Get me to 2,150,000. 2.1. That's fine. Still in the lead. Got your nose back in front at 2,000,001. For 139 Heaton Street at 2,000,001. For the first time. For the second chance at 2,000,001 here. Happy to work in your 50s as you requested before. That's the currency of choice. I work with you. But at the moment, the bid lies here at 2,000,001. Should be really easy to come back at 2,150,000 for a property such as this. Multitude of living spaces, gorgeous outdoor spaces, that gorgeous lawn and garden area. You see it up on screen. What a privilege to call this one home. Third chance though at 2,000,001. Do we pause here with this buyer? We're going to pause here, Margaret. Very good. Pausing here, Jan Louise, with your buyer at 2,000,001. We'll have some conversations out in the back room. Folks, an update for you. I take you back to our first of the day, 122A Colombo Street. We saw good bidding earlier on. We did pause with our highest bidder at $670,000. We've had some discussions out in the back room, the conclusion of which is that our highest bidder has very graciously increased their bid through to $680,000. I'll just get confirmation of that at $680,000. Fantastic. Jane, I understand change of instructions from our owners that we are on the market. Got you there now at 680. We're selling. Very clear instructions. There you go at 680. I sell the property here down the middle of the room for the want of a better bid or offer. I give you 3 chances to rejoin the race or potentially join it for the first time. For the first time at 6, 8 and 0. Second as I count it down. Third and final at 680. All out, done, silent. Well, sir, you've done it. Congratulations. It's going here, it's going, and it's sold. Well done. Fantastic. Congratulations. Rolling 58 Bradwell Crescent, the third in your catalogue of some 20 properties up for sale today, brought to the market by Alan Gunn and Kelly Shackleton. They've been representing our lovely owners and, of course, helping you, the buyers, dot your I's and cross your T's here in Bradwell Crescent. It is an estate in freehold, 568 square metres of that freehold parcel. It's lot 586 and its depositor plan 487673, all ably outlined in that certificate of title that Gunny and the team have been sending through to you. A vacant possession that is guaranteed on that conjoined settlement and possession date, which is Friday the 8th of April 2022, or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. Once more, the list of chattels is impressive and extensive in its details. I won't go through them one by one. Those further terms are clauses 22 through to 24, and once more, you bid and you buy on that basis. Goodness me, there is plenty to like here in number 58 Bradwell Crescent. This is a home that just had that sense of something extra special as I wandered in through the front door and as I took a good look around the home a couple of weekends ago. Clearly this is a home that's well thought out, well designed. Attention to detail is such. You'll love the sleek kitchen with those nice soft closed drawers. I love the sensor lights in the hallway in the evening time after hours. They guide you. They guide you home to one of those 3 double bedrooms. If you enjoy relaxing or potentially playing host to friends and family, you will do it beautifully well, I would suggest, out on that sizable Queeler deck towards the rear of the home. That will be the place to do it. That will be the place to extend your social network. Folks, this is a special home. I know there's good interest in this home because it is a wonderful home. My instructions today are to place a vendor bid at $680,000 to move things along. But who's got $700 for me to move things north from there? 680 on a vendor bid. Who's got 700? There you go. Nice to see you, sir, at 700, and all the very best to you at $700,000. We're underway at 700,000 just here at $700,000. Let's stick in the 20s. Who's got 720 to go? For the first time with my starter right down here, right next to you, goodness me, there we go, couldn't be much closer at 720,000, but good luck to you as well in 740, you'd say, straight back at 740 and 60, it's your turn. At 760, she says yes, and 80 with you. 800, would you say? It's your turn again, straight back at 780 here. First chance at 780. 800, she says yes, and 820 straight back. It's like playing tennis. It's a small court though. At $820,000. For the first time, fairly bid. Got you there, sir. Fresh face into the race at 840, welcome in, but you can go 860 if you like. He's beat you to it. Hesitation only costs you more at 860 here. Who goes 80? Is it here or here? 880 with you, sir. Got you there. 3 in it at this stage. At 880, the bid lies here, but at 900, it's straight down the middle now. At $900,000 for the first time. 910, very good, sir, for a special home. And 920, would you say, sir, matches your bid at 920 as we move in the tens. At 9.45, you put 25 on top, sir. That's a good bid, or are you bidding 9.25? 9.25, very good. Just wanted to be clear, hard with the maths. 9.30 it is. Very good. At 930. 4 in at this stage, sir. Or here, I don't mind. But at 9.30, the bid lies here. 9.35, very good. And 40 straight back. Perhaps you go 9.50, sir, because the 5s aren't working. 9.50, there you go. And 60, you're matching him, sir, at 9.60 confidently. For good property, why wouldn't you? At 9.6 and 0. Once called at 9.60, it's here with my starter. Does he finish it? For the second call. At 960 here. Love that Quaila deck. Gorgeous place to be.
961.
961. Okay, sir, why not? Let's try that. What are you bidding, sir? 970?
962.
Oh, okay, you're doing the same. Very good. Sauce for the goose, as they say. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. At $962,000, but it's still a good bid because you're back in the lead, sir. At 9.6 and 2. Can't pick the pattern. You call them out, I'll do my best to add them up. At 9.62, all I know is this good gentleman is in the lead.
963.
9.63, thought so.
965.
9.65 doubles me up, puts 2 on.
970.
At 9.70, love it. At 970. 9.75 at 9 3/4. Might need some instructions at this point in time, but at $975,000 I have, sir, you've said no a couple of times already. So I welcome you back in. That you reconsider your position. What about my friend on the back window? Just the one bid today? But at $975,000 I have. Can I tempt you back in for 1,000? For the first time at 9 3/4. Second chance at 975 here. Third call. 975 here with my starter. Just down the front. Jane Myers coming to say good day, probably to talk about the weather. At 975. I sense we're close. How about another of those 1,000, sir? You're out. 980. That's a good bid, sir. Stamping your authority. So we're on the market and we sell. Clear instructions, sir. I sell you the property at 980. Sir, you said no before. Perhaps that changes your thinking. This justifies all the other ones that you've missed out on. You throw it all in here and potentially own it. But otherwise, I sell away at $980,000 for the first time. Back to the open home trail. Second. Third time. At 980, sir, you started and it looks like you're going to finish it as well. Congratulations, Bradwell Crescent. It's going your way. It's going and it's sold. Beautifully done. Congratulations, guys. You've just bought a house. Outstanding. Well, I now take us forward to our 10:30 catalogue. Folks, I now take us forward to our 10:30 catalogue, 29 Anglesey Avenue, first up in the next 3 auctions. I just remind any recent arrivals that we work to confidential reserve prices. Your job as the bidders is very simple today. Get the bidding up to those reserve prices. If we can do that and work together, the highest bid, whose bid I accept, will very simply be the purchaser. Vendor bidding is my express and sole responsibility as auctioneer. If I place vendor bids, they're always under our selling instructions, so under that reserve price. And if I do place a vendor bid, I'll tell you it's a vendor bid, so you'll be under no illusion as to what I am doing. If that hammer falls in your favour, you are the successful purchaser. Before you commence your celebrations, we'll get you to sign the paperwork. You'll pay a deposit of 10% and you'll complete the GST information outlined in Schedule 1. Let us take you now forward to 29 Anglesey Ave in Parklands, brought to the market by Judith Bodger. And I do have to take a special, a little bit more time than normal, just to acknowledge Jude, because Jude, you're retiring in a few days' time. I understand, 22 in 7 days' time. There you go. So an end of an era for Jude. She's been an absolute stalwart of the East, working out of the eastern suburbs for the vast majority of your career. All of your career, there you go. So 22 years comes to an end in 7 days. So if you happen to wander past Judith today, she's a lovely soul, and do send your best to her. So all the very best today, Jude. I know you're representing your owners here, and of course always doing the absolute best, professional right to the end, as you always are. Let me steer everyone through the formalities of this one. Anglesey Ave, it's an estate and freehold, 747 square metres of that freehold parcel. It's lot 25. It's deposited plan 65897, and it's all outlined in that certificate of title that Jude and the team have been sending to one and all. Friday, the 8th of April 2022, that is your conjoined settlement and possession date. The list of chattels, you've seen them in Schedule 2. As you have those further terms, clauses 22 through to 24, you bid and you buy on that basis. What I love about Anglesey Ave is that all the hard work has been done. If you're anything like me, I don't know one end of the hammer from the other. So with this one, you just get to move in and enjoy and reap all the rewards of the hard work that our owners have already put in. I love the aspect of this home, the way it sits on that 747 squares. It's the generous parcel of land, but it's sited so beautifully just to take in all of that sun, the living spaces, the outdoor living spaces. They are just perfect. Potentially you've got little ones, they can just play in safety in that nice big backyard. The living spaces, of which there are 2, that allows for congregation or isolation depending on the situation. 4 bedrooms, they take care of the after hours accommodation. All here, folks. If you're into the outdoors and the exercise like Jane is, well, goodness me, it is so easy because you're within eyesight of the forest. You've got the beach and the golf courses all within easy reach. Folks, Anglesey Ave, we just need to work out its value in the marketplace. I now turn to you for an opening bid or offer. It's your turn, folks. Where do we go to from here? Who's got 780 to kick things along? Should be really easy at 780. Very good. Well, you stall and I call. At $780,000, vendor bid with me on behalf of my owner at 780 for the first time. All the hard work's been done. Move in and enjoy. Get your weekends back. You'll be cycling and hiking or walking through Bottle Lake Forest in no time. For the second chance at 780. Third call at $780,000. I look for a mere 20. Well, if you don't, I will, at $800,000 on behalf of my owner. Second vendor bid, under no allusions to value. You'll see the value north of that point. But at $800,000 I have. For the first, second, and third time at $800,000. Surprise me, folks. I'm going to advance the bidding just one last time, Jude, through to $820,000 and draw a line in the sand at $820,000. I'll pass the property in. If anyone's got $10,000, now would be the time to introduce yourself to me. Otherwise, I simply pass at $820. Once, do we open it up to the conditional market? For the second call, third final, at $820,000. Well, you have spoken volumes, folks, by not speaking at all. Jude, I pass the property back into you. You've got 7 days to get a sold sticker up, but I'm sure we will. All the very best. in your endeavours there in Anglesey, Ev. Good luck to you, of course, good luck to our owners. Passing in at 820. Thanks, Stu. Let us keep the morning moving forward. I take you now to 50 Divine Drive in Rolleston. Brought to the market by Mr. Jack Milligan across the far side of the room. Good luck, Jack. Good luck to our owners that you represent here today. This is an estate in freehold, 5,467. Very generous square metres, a large, concise parcel of land. It's Lot 8, it's deposit of plan 347066. It's outlined in that certificate of title that Jack and the team have been sending through to you for your review. Thursday, the 14th of April of this year is the conjoined settlement and possession date, so you don't have to wait very long. You may have made prior arrangements in writing, which is absolutely fine. You play to those terms. Schedule 2 outlines once more a lengthy and impressive list of chattels. I would be here till Christmas if I read them all out one by one. Those further terms are clauses 22 through to 23.2. You bid and you buy on that basis here for Divine Drive. Well, this is a home of commodious proportions. It is a home of real style and real substance at the same time. This is one that's been built to an exacting standard, a very high standard, rather than any limiting budget. For anyone that's had the privilege of visiting, that will be clear for everyone to see. From the moment that you pull into that driveway, well, you're greeted by that 4-car garaging. That's the place for your throng of throttles. And when you move inside, it's the mixture of the formal and informal spaces that you get to enjoy. That's perfect for just everyday family life through to throwing the party to end all parties. Now, all of that land at number 50, that comes with options, it comes with flexibility and potential. Potentially you add to this already compelling package, or you just sit tight and enjoy it as it currently is. Divine Drive, folks, clearly a divine opportunity. My instructions today, place a vendor bid on behalf of my owners at $1,800,000. Who's got $50,000 just to move things along? But at 1.8, 1850 with you, sir, and why wouldn't you at 1,850,000? Quickly out of the starting blocks at 2 million, sir. Love it. He puts 150 on from there. Do you match that, sir, and put 150 of your own together? No. What would you like to bid? 2,050,000. 2050, he says. Another 150 with you, is it? Don's buyer. Do you go 2.2?
2.1.
2.1, that's fine, matches the 50. We move 50s as we go at 2,150,000 back with you, sir, for absolute quality. Large parcel of land at 2,150,000, sir. It's your turn at 2.2. 2.2, he says confidently, and sir, you take confidence from that and come back at 2,250. He says yes. 2.3, would you say? 2.3 on the nod, got you there at 2.3 and 2,350. It's your turn now. For the first time at 2,300,000, second. 4-car garaging for all the toys, the tools, and the cars at 2.3. Second, third call at 2,300,000. It's away from you, sir.
2,320.
2,320, very good. Well, at 2,370, you're putting 50 on top?
No, 2,350.
Oh, 2,350, very good. At 2,350,000, just checking, at 2,350,000, but it leaves that 370 wide open for you, sir, if you're comfortable in the 20s. For the first time at 2,350. What's the rebuttal, the retort? Second chance. at 2,350. Come back with something strong, courageous. Third call at 2,350,000 here. Jack? Well, don't hold on too long, because all you'll be holding on to is regret. In or out, otherwise I pause down here with Don's people, Jack. What are we doing? Very good. We pause. Pause here, Don, with your lovely buyer at 2,350,000. We'll have a conversation out in the back rooms. Pausing at 2,350,000. I take you back to the second of the day, 139 Heaton Street. We saw good bidding there early on. We paused at 2,100,000 with our highest bidder. We've had some discussions out in the back rooms, and the conclusion of those conversations is that our owners have exercised their right under clause 2.6 in the contract. They've made the decision to sell the property outside the room, so it is sold. Congratulations. Fantastic result there. Well done to our new owners, and congratulations to our current owners. now move forward. Appreciate your patience just in getting everyone involved in Condoleeve on the telephone. We do have a few absent parties who can't be here today, so we now take you to 69A Condoleeve in Papanui, brought to the market by Mark O'Loughlin, the big man in real estate, and across the other side is Ollie Redmond. These two fine gentlemen have been representing the property and of course helping you complete your due diligence. This is an estate and freehold Condoleeve. It is 870 square metres of that freehold parcel, which is lot 3, deposit of plan 29514, and it's all outlined in that certificate of title that Team O'Loughlin have been sending through to you. Friday the 8th of April 2022 is that settlement date that we play to. Schedule 2 outlines your list of chattels that you receive on that settlement date, and those further terms of sale are clauses 22 through to 31, so a lengthy further terms of sale. Most noteworthy, I would suggest clause 29, just referring to that $27,285.45 that will be yours at the time of settlement. So do factor that sum of money into your bidding here today. Condoleeve, this is a home I think that offers a whole lot of flexibility and a whole lot of options. It's a home that works around your needs and requirements rather than being a limiting factor that makes you feel like you're hamstrung by this house. With 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms being split in the house, everybody gets good space. They get their own space to enjoy at various times of the day. I love the fact that you've got that office space tucked away in the corner. Potentially that could be a nice overflow. That could be a small 5th bedroom should the situation arise. Absolutely love this location because you really are in the mix of it all. You've got wonderful schools as your right of entry by living in this zone. You get the amenities of Northlands, Merivale, and it's really not too far to connect into the city at the same time here in Condoleeve. Always a popular street, always a popular location. This is a great opportunity for you to secure your own slice of it today. Folks, I'm going to stop talking and start listening once more for your opening bid or offer. Who's got an opinion of value from here? 680. There you go. Nice place to start at $680,000. So it's 680. Let's move forward in 20s from here. Who's got 700 to round me off? At 700, got you there, sir. And 720 was it? Straight back at 720. Thank you. 740, sir. 740. He says yes. 760 confidently, and 80. Would you sell? The first time at 760 for Condoleeve. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Straight back at 780 with a little hesitation, but no hesitation here at $800,000 at 800,000. The bid lies here at the back with my starter. Does she finish it? For the first chance at 800, 820, sir. Keep moving, keep working with me. At 820, he says you, and 40. There you go. Resolute, strong, prepared. Sees the value, so should you, sir. At 860, it's your turn. But at 840, I have. Once called. I chase down a mere 20 from you. For the second time, can I tempt you back in for 10,000, sir? Yes, absolutely. You comfortable with 10? Great. At 850, there you go. At 855, very good. Geez, you're cutting me back and you're cutting me back. But at 855, we move north together. At 855, I'm happy to take 5 from you, sir, if you're happy with that. 65, even better. Sorry to do you out of the 10 at 865,000. 870, very good. So we move in the 5s here and the 10s here, is it? At $870,000 for the first time. At 870. Second call. Another 10, sir. 880, I'd make it. You could make it happily ever after. 880, nicely done at 880. Just 5s here and 10s down the front. Absolutely fine. But at $880,000, 885 confidently sees the value. Might need some instructions at this point in time, Margaret. We're on the market. There you go. At 885, change of instructions. We sell away at the back of the room. Sir, now's the time to fight. That was but the curtain raiser, the warm-up. This is the main event. This is where you play for the keys. Happiness and all the rest of it. All those warm fuzzies. Once called at 85.
890,000.
890, thank you, Mark. Very clear at 890. I sell here, but that can change. There are cars in your driveway at the moment. Once called, second chance at 890. 891. The 91, the Dennis Rodman. So you come back with something strong and courageous at this point.
895,000.
That's a good bid at 895. Puts four together. Clearly wants it. Good real estate here. Condoleeve at 8, 9 and 5. Once as I sell. Happy to take 1,000 at the back. What do you get me to 900? Second call at 895. Hammers up. 896. Sir, it's transparent. Others see value. You take confidence from that. Think not what it's worth today, what it will be worth to you in the future. At 896, she gets her nose in front by a mere 1,000. But I am selling. One last lunge potentially. First call. Second chance. 900, sir. Salute the bid. Well done at $900,000. At 900, 000 the bid. You may have done it, sir, at $900,000, but I check him 3 last times. First selling at 900, second call for Condo, third call, and sir, that was a good call to bid once more because it looks like you've done it at $900,000. It's easy for me to work out the deposit. There you go. At 901, had us all fooled. Offer you the same courtesy of 3 calls, 3 chances to change your mind. $901,000. At 901. Get your life back, sir. Get your weekends back. Mark's a nice guy, but it'd be nice not to have to meet him in open homes anymore for a while. Once, twice, 903 or 902? 902, so 1,000 on. And 500? 902, 500. We play the $500 game, that's fine. At 902, 500. This justifies all the other ones you've missed out on. But 902 and some change I have and I sell. Once, twice. 500. 903. At 903. Across this way. Very clear. We're on the market and we're selling. And I sell here at 903. 903, 500. As I suspected. At 903. And 5 red Rutherfords on the side. For the first time. 905 puts 1,500 on. Good bid, sir. Courageous. That's what you need to do to own property. Not much fun coming seconds in these auctions. At 905 I sell for the first, second, and for the third and final time. You said no before, the hammer's coming up. You're not going to trick me again at $905,000. I sell Condoleeve down the front at 905. It's going, and it's sold. Congratulations, sir. Well done. Thank you for your spirited bidding as well. All the best to your buyer on the phone. folks, I take you back now to 50 Divine Drive. We paused a little while ago with the bid at 2,350,000. Don, where are you? Where is your... Oh, there you are. Thank you, Don. We've increased our bid through to 2,400,000. Just get acknowledgement of that increase to 2.4. Just a wee wave or a nod just to confirm at 2.4. Is that correct? Your bid still stands. Thank you, sir, at 2.4. No change of instructions, folks. I reopened the auction at $2,400,000 and I chased down an increment, a raise from here. For the first time at 2.4, otherwise we simply pass the property and you can take your chances with the conditional market. I offer you that first opportunity to buy today, but you need to bid north of 2.4. Second chance at 2,400,000. Done. Third final time at 2,400,000. Very good. Jack, I pass the property back into you, my friend, at $2,400,000. We welcome interest north of that level from all parties. Few minutes after 11, so we can move forward in our program here today. I take us to number 20 Buns Road in Hallswell. Michelle Fu and Lou Ding have been your tour guides towards home ownership, this absolute powerhouse superstar real estate duo. They've been representing the property, representing our lovely owner at the same time. This is an estate and freehold, 450 square metres of that freehold parcel, lot 31, deposit of plan 557042, which is outlined in that certificate of title that Michelle and Lou have been filing through to you. Set them a day to sit down for the 30th of this month, so just a few days or two working days following Code of Compliance being issued, whichever of the two is the latter. Schedule 2 outlines your chattels, further terms of sale, clauses 22 through to 24. I remind any recent arrivals that your bidding today is absolutely cash and it is unconditional in all respects. This is a great opportunity to secure a brand new build and be its very first custodian. It just foregoes the need to build. You move into this one and you live happily ever after. It's the timeless brick that dresses this 3-bedroom home and it offers plenty of vertical space. I love that fact at my height with that 2.55 metre stud. That just adds to that nice light and bright feeling. Mitsubishi ducted heating, that ensures everyone's nice and comfortable year round, nice and warm, and that digital front door and carpet and garage just confirms the quality that you buy here, because it really is a tight property right throughout. 20 Buns Road in Hallswell. Who goes first? Who'd like to put up an opening bid, potentially a winning bid? Although very seldom does one bid buy. Who's got 780 for me? 780 down the front. There we go at 780, and good luck. Hope to see you at the end. All the best in your bidding today at $780,000. For the first time at 780 with 800 with Lou on the telephone with one of our telephone bidders at $800,000, and 820 would be the retort. 820 confidently, bless you, at $820,000. Lou, turn around, look at me and place a bid at 840. Bit But at 8.20 with my starter down here, brand new,
840.
8.40, there we go, at $840,000. 8.60, I make the next rung up the ladder. Do we go there? At 8.40, it's against you. For the first time, 8.60, there we go, considered but confident at $860,000. Welcome you back in at 8.6 and 0. It's your turn now, and I look for 8.80. So we move in 20s, or you can bid me 900. If you'd like to accelerate the bidding, move in faster. Out. That's a clear sign when the telephone goes down. At $860,000 for the first time, as I scan the room for any fresh bidders into the competition. Second chance as I count down the bids with you, sir. Third and final at $860,000. For number 20, Buns. I don't have instructions at this level, as you might expect. Can I get an increase in the bid through to 880, and then we can just pause and have a conversation with you? No? Happy to sit at 860? Well, I'm going to pause with you anyway and have that same conversation. We'll just have to move a little bit further from our 860, but I appreciate the bidding. We'll offer you an opportunity to own the home very soon. Let us move the morning forward. 43 Preston's Park drivers, where I take you next, out in Marshlands there in Preston's Park. brought to the market by Cameron Bailey, who's just caught up in some negotiation, but ably representing our owners is Mr. Harrison Hotman. Harrison, we're all ready to go, aren't we? Perfect. Good luck, my friend. We bring to the market 43 Preston's Park, I'll get it right one day, Preston's Park Drive. It's an estate and freehold, 451 square metres more or less. It's lot 564, it's depositor plan 509330, and it is all outlined in that certificate of title that Harrison, Cameron and the team have been sending through to you. Schedule 2 outlines the list of chattels. I note the excluded chattels, the washing machine, dryer and fridge won't be there on settlement date, and those further terms are clauses 22 through to 25. You get to move in 10 working days from the date of this agreement or later by mutual agreement. Well, when the good folk at Today Homes bring one of their own homes to the market, you know that it will be nothing short of their very best. This one is absolutely sharply designed. It's got more extras than in the Lord of the Rings, and you'll want for very, very little here. 3 bedrooms, they're serviced by those 2 bathrooms, whilst that kitchen sits nicely between the 2 living spaces, just giving everyone their own place to call home and just kick back and relax on the couch at the end of the day. The kitchen itself, it's an absolute stunner, there's no doubt about that. Very, very highly spec, nice place to enjoy that morning coffee. Goodness me, the location, it makes sense here because you do have the forest about 5 minutes away. You can get into a myriad of golf courses if that is your thing. It's a nice lifestyle that you get to live here in Preston's Park. Folks, we just need to work out its value in the marketplace. I look for an opening bid for 43 Preston's Park Drive. Who's got it for me? I generally find whoever bids first, more often than not, wins. Who's got 850 for me? For Preston's Park, should be really easy at $850,000. Very good. Well, as you percolate, I don't hesitate at $850,000. I represent our owners at $850 on a vendor bid. Let's move in 50s from here. I chased down a mere $900,000 to go, but for the first time at $850, for a stunning show home, but you make it your own and you'll be showing it off to your friends. Second call, third call at $850,000. Well, I advanced the bidding through to $900,000 on behalf of our owner. Vendor bid with me. That's my last at $900,000. I'll take $20,000 from someone in the room and we can have a chat with you first. Otherwise, I pass the property in and we open it up to the entire market for the opportunity to buy. First call, 2 living spaces, gorgeous kitchen, second chance. Third call at $900,000. Well, Harrison, Cameron, they leave us no option. I pass the property back into both of you. We open it up to the conditional market and we welcome in further viewings and conditional offers there. We are now pricing, thank you Sandra, at $1,099,000. So there you go, it is available to buy at $1,099,000. There you go folks, passing back into Cameron and Harrison. your patience. We did just have to wait until 11:30 before we could move on with our advertised catalogue. I remind any recent arrivals today, we work to confidential reserve prices that our owners have set. Your job as the bidders is really, really easy. It's to get the bidding up to those reserve prices, and assuming we can work together to do that, the highest bid, whose bid that I accept, will very simply be the purchaser. You may have heard of vendor bidding. Vendor bidding is my sole right and responsibility as the auctioneer, and I can do that from time to time on behalf of my owners. If I do place a vendor bid, you can be rest assured it's under our reserve prices, and that I'll label them very, very clearly, ironically using language such as vendor bid. Now, when the hammer falls in your direction, that means you are the winner. Congratulations. Before you commence your celebrations, we will ask a few things of you. Firstly, you'll sign the paperwork, and in doing so, you're acknowledging receipt of the approved REA guide. Secondly, you will arrange to make a payment of 1/10 of the purchase price, and thirdly and finally, you'll complete the GST information which is outlined in Schedule 1. I remind you, cash and unconditional is your bidding in all respects here today. Well, for the second time today, I welcome to the front of the room Ash and Shah Sutherland Todd. You've already had some really good success earlier in Heaton Street. Good luck today as we now move forward to number 25 Flockton Street in St Albans. This is an estate in freehold. It is 674 square metres of that freehold parcel. It's part lot 29 and 30 on depositor plan 2756. All outlined in that certificate of title that Team Sutherland Todd have been filing through to your inboxes in recent times. The settlement date I have set down for Friday, the 6th of May 2022, or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. Schedule 2, well, that outlines the list of chattels that you receive, and those further terms are clauses 22 through to 24. You bid and you buy on that basis, and as I mentioned a few moments ago, cash and unconditional is certainly king or queen here in the room today. This is a home that absolutely merges all of those modern updates and convenience, but with holding on to that original character and charm that we all love in these sorts of homes. I absolutely love the LED light windows that you gain here, those extra high ceilings. That just adds to the sense of occasion, but it adds to that light and bright feeling that you get to enjoy at number 25. The dining and kitchen spaces, they just flow seamlessly out towards the rear of the property, and goodness me, it is a fantastic rear site or rear part of the property that you get to enjoy here. It just keeps going and going. The adults, they can enjoy a nice beverage on the deck there tucked away at the back, while the children, as Cat Stevens said, where do they play? Well, they play in that backyard, don't they? And it's an absolute stunner of a backyard. The playground there, I understand that's staying as well. The kids will have hours and hours of fun. You're in zone for St Albans Primary, where the teachers care just a little bit more than they should. This is a wonderful opportunity all round. We just need to work out its value in the marketplace. To do that, I look for an opening bid or offer from the floor. Who's got an opinion? As they say, $620,000, nice comfortable place to start. Don't all go at once. Very good. Well, 620 with me. Vendor bid. Owner's more than happy to call this home for a little bit longer at 620,000, as you might expect. I look for 640 on the rise from here. A little bit early for the fives. It's worth 640 and more all day long. Taking 20s at this stage, otherwise I'll just move the vendor bidding up at that point. Looking for 640, should be really easy, it's not going to buy it. For the first time at 620,000, second as I count it down, third final time at 640, there we go. Nice to work with you, not against you. At $640,000 we can remain friends. At $640,000. There's the competition at the back of the room for number 25 Flockton Street. Love that character and charm. First call with my bidder at the back at 640 for the second time as I count it. For the third time I call it. At 640, well, very good. Another vendor bid with me on behalf of my owners at 660,000. Bid me 680 and we'll pause and have a conversation with you, assuming that we've got no further bidding. At 660 with me. Once called, you surprise me. We offer you that priority, the privilege of bidding in the auction room and the first chance to buy. Let me lessen my expectations of you. Can I welcome you back in at, say, 670,000 for the first chance to have a conversation? But at 660 vendor bid. Once, twice, happy to take 665, very good. 665, let's work together, let's continue working together. I scan the room, I check, I give it 3 chances, first, second and third. Let's pause then, Ash, with these lovely buyers at the back of the room. At 665, we'll present an opportunity for you to own very soon. The 1110 Hunter Terrace in Cashmere, our 10th opportunity of the day, brought to the market. Cameron Bailey, Catherine Aiken, they've been representing this lovely home, this wonderful opportunity that we bring to the market today. Good luck to the both of you, good luck to our owners. This is an estate in freehold. It is 622 square metres more or less, lot 1, deposit of plan 37774, which is outlined in that certificate of title that the team have been filing through to you. The 9th of April of this year is our conjoined settlement date, so not too long to wait. The Schedule 2 will outline the list of chattels you receive. You would have read and reviewed those, as you have those further terms of sale, clauses 22 through to 25 inclusive. Well, in a time where it feels like many homes take on a bit of a cookie cutter approach to their construction and design, I think this is a home that's got an absolutely unique personality to it. It's that 1970s architecture that you gain here, those exposed beam, the sunken lounge to relax into. It's all those nice touches. They just don't build them like this anymore. Now, I love the connection of one of the 3 bedrooms on offer here out to that sheltered outdoor living space. That's fantastic. That will improve your outlook on life, no doubt about that. The gardens, they're leafy and mature, and the morning stroll is so easy here, an attractive array of options either along the river or potentially up the hills, and you can just nip down the road to the Birdwood for an outstanding coffee and maybe a croissant on the side. Folks, my instructions today: open the bidding on behalf of my owner at $500,000 on a vendor bid. So the bid's with me at 500. Who's got 520 to kick things along? 520, straight out of the block, sir, and why wouldn't you at 520? Represents good buying, I would suggest, at 520,000. 540's next. I look for another 20 on the rise from here. But at 520, I have with the good gentleman for the first time. Wander down the road to the Birdwood for a nice coffee. Second call. Love this location. Always in fashion, living in Kashmir. Third chance at 520 here. Well, sir, as you might expect, vendor bid with me on behalf of my owner at 540. I welcome you back in at 560. Vendor bid with me at 540. Your turn next at 560. Should be really easy at this level. For the first time, could be a telephone bidder for the second chance. Third and final at $540,000, sir. It's your turn. Very good. I just advanced the bidding through to $560,000. Another vendor bid on behalf of my owner. Need you to engage in to bid north of that level. We can carry on our conversations. Should be really easy in the 500,000s, I would suggest. Should be no hesitation. But at $560,000, I have on a vendor bid. Once called, twice called. Third call at 560, sir. 580 beckons. How are we looking, Catherine? We'll take our time. $560,000 ad, we'll just pass there. And unless I see further bidding, we open the property up to the entire market. You take those chances, sir, that's fine. At $560,000, I do scan the room. Anyone want the opportunity to negotiate first before we welcome in the conditional market? Once, twice, third. At 560, well, Catherine Cameron, we pass the property back into you at 560 on that vendor bid. Clearly looking for interest north of that level. Do you see value north of there? Then make yourself known to Catherine and Cameron. Passing in at 560. Let us move forward in our catalogue. We move forward to our 11th of 20 today, which is number 6, Epplewood Place in Casebrook. For the second time today, I welcome Leanne Marriott to the front of the room, already enjoying good success with your first of the day. Let us move that good luck now into number 6, Epplewood Place. I steer you through the formalities of this one. It is an estate and freehold. It is 561 square metres, more or less, of that freehold parcel. Lot 29, Depositor Plan 39538, which is all outlined in that certificate of title that Leanne's been providing to you. The 27th of May 2022 is your conjoined settlement date, unless you have made prior arrangements in writing, which is absolutely fine. Schedule 2, that outlines your list of chattels and those further terms of sale being clauses 22 through to 25. Your bidding is based on that information in those further terms, and it is absolutely cash and unconditional. There is more than meets the eye, initially meets the eye here at number 6, Epplewood. This is a home that just keeps giving the further you head inside. However, its street appeal at the front, that cannot be denied. It's that quiet cul-de-sac that you get. It's the beautiful mature trees out front that absolutely confirm that street appeal. The home itself, absolutely love it because it's permanent material. You've got those 4 good-sized bedrooms. The all-important ensuite off the master is an absolute essential. You've got the mixture of formal and informal spaces to enjoy at the same time, and that's nice because it gives you a space and a place for every situation that you might encounter in everyday family life. The gardens, while they're absolutely mature, there's a space to kick the ball around. All in all, I just see this as an absolute winner in Epplewood. Folks, once more, I look for your opinion on value. We do that by an opening bid or offer. Who's got one for me? Who sets the room alight with an opening bid, opening offer? 760, sir. Nice place to start at $760,000. Confidently at 760. Good bold bid. We move in 20s from here. Who's got $780,000? But my starters across here at 760 for the first time. Love homes and cul-de-sacs, nice and quiet. The only traffic passing you by is your neighbours and friends. Second call at 760,000. Third time, final time at $760,000. Sir, I'm not going to place any vendor bids at this level. I'm not going to run against you. Can you bid me 780?
765.
765 here, and 780 here. So we move in 5s here, and welcome into you. I didn't get a chance to acknowledge you, but at 780, the bids across here at 78, and oh, I'll take 85. You shook your head before. I'm welcome you to change your mind once more. But at 780 with my confident starter. Once called. Second chance. Quaint living here in Casebrook. Mature trees, lovely garden, 4 bedrooms. Sir, ma'am, what do you say? How many more?
2 more.
2 more thousand, absolutely, why not? I'm in a good mood today at $782,000. Sir, 800? 800, there you go, at $800,000. There you go, you take confidence from someone else trying to buy your lovely home. At $800,000, he's back in the lead. But you can change that, I'll take your 2s all day long. It's a barometer of the market, as we often say here in the auction room. You get a sense of values. But at 800, 000, I have across the far side. For the first time. Leanne Marriott working really hard. All she's doing is helping you into your new home. Second chance across this side. Third time. Tempt you back in for another cheeky 2. A peace offering perhaps.
18 over here.
18 jumps the bidding. Bidding on top of himself. Good confident bidding, sir. At $810,000. Fairly bid across this side. With my starter. Try not to come second place in these auctions. It's not a good place to be. That gold medal feels a whole lot better hung around your neck. But at 810 with the good gentleman, for the first time, at 8-1 and 0, second chance, Jane Meyer, Leanne Marriott working really hard. Getting your steps up today, Jane. No need for the walk this morning at 5 a.m. You will be lean, mean, fighting machine. At 810. Let you reconsider your position. Do you come back in at perhaps 11? Should be the apple in your eye, this one. For Epplewood Place. At 8-1 and 0. Don't have instructions. Offering our highest bidder the opportunity. We sit at 810. So you'd come back with another 10 for me, wouldn't you? Come back at 820. It's only money at the end of the day. We sell you happiness today and a bright future. Nicely done, sir. At $820,000. Slowly but surely, we move north. At $820,000. What are we thinking down here in the seats? Tempt you back in? No, thank you.
They're polite, Mark.
Very polite. Not like all of our bidders, Sandra, that's
No.
for sure, but you're very, very polite. And I was just politely asking for some more money from you, but that's fine. It's always nice to drive around Christchurch, paying $3 a litre for petrol. $200 to fill up your car. Save yourself some petrol money and just buy this one. But 820 I have. For 6 Applewood Place, 4 bedrooms. Love that cul-de-sac. It's where the neighbours learn your names. Get to know you. Sense of community in the cul-de-sacs in Casebrook. At 8-2 and 0. I've got none, Jane. I'm not very funny. No.
Dad jokes?
No, definitely not.
Tried my luck as a stand-up comedian, but it fell flat on its face, that's for sure. Happy to wait. I rented the suit for the full day, not the half-day rate. I've got it till about 4:30 today. Yeah. 820 the bid. Any increase, sir? Any news for me? I'm often the last to find out over here. Not at the moment. Very good. At 820 is where we lie. Looking for an increase from here. But I sense we're getting close.
Yes, we are. Thank you. We're just about
Fantastic. Exciting.
Yeah, she's younger than me, so she can run.
I saw that.
She actually runs, Jane. She's set a new standard.
What's our increase, sir? 822. Very good.
And Mark, we're on the market.
At 822. Very good. I should have got the late great Richie Beno to announce that one at 822. But at 822, I sell away. For the first time, I sell at 822. We're on the market and we sell. Your property search can be over. You bid north of that level. Second chance at 822. Otherwise, I'm selling here. Third final time at 822,000. Delighted to announce 6 Applewood, sir. You've done it. Congratulations. It's going, and it's sold your way. Well done. Congratulations to our underbidders. Thank you for your keen participation today. forward to our 12 o'clock time slot, the first of three properties being 59 Innis Road in Maryvale. Before I take you there, I just remind you of some of the conduct of auction by which we operate under today. The fact that we work to confidential reserve prices. We won't be disclosing those reserve prices to you, the bidders. Your job is just to get the bidding up to those reserves, and hoping we can do that together. The highest bid, whose bid that I accept, will very simply be the purchaser. I can nominate the sum by which those bids are raised, and I can refuse a bid if I deem it not to be in the interests of my owners. I can place bids on behalf of my owner, known as vendor bidding. If I place a vendor bid, they'll always be well under the reserve price, and I'll label them very, very clearly to you, ironically using language such as vendor bid. Now, if and when the hammer falls and it falls in your direction, that means you are the winner. Congratulations. Before you start your celebrations, we'll require you to sign the agreement. You'll make payment of 1/10 of the purchase price, which is your deposit. And thirdly and finally, complete the GST information outlined in Schedule 1. The first of our 12 o'clock time slot is 59 Innis Road, as I mentioned before, brought to the market by Mary Turnbull. Mary can't be here today, but representing and helping us out has been Margaret Danza, one of our managers here within Harcourts Gold. So she's been ably assisting Mary in recent times. The property is in estate and freehold at 751 square metres, more or less. It's Lot 2. Deposit plan 12465, and it is outlined in that certificate of title that Team Turnbull have been sending through to your inboxes in recent weeks. Friday the 15th of April of this year is the conjoined settlement and possession date. You may have made prior arrangements in writing with our owner. Now, Schedule 2 outlines your list of chattels, and those further terms are clauses 22 through to 24. I remind you that your bidding, as in all cases today, it is on a cash and unconditional basis. This is a home that harks back to a bygone era. It's 1940s, 300 square metres of character residence that awaits you here in Innis Road. Goodness me, they don't make them like this anymore. There are a myriad of bedrooms and bathrooms and living spaces on offer. So if the whānau is large, or you're planning to have a large whānau in the future, this would be the one for you. The gas fire, that will warm you from the inside out, and you'll love everything about Innis Road, both inside and out. This is just a classic home in zone for all the great schools. You get right of entry to Christchurch boys and girls, plus a nice and easy connection through to Maryvale, the mall and the shops and the bars and the cafes there. Folks, for Innis Road, I chased down an opening bid or offer. Where do we go to? Who's got one for me? Is there 1.4 anywhere in the room? Very good. Well, 1.4 with me. Vendor bid. Happy to start things there on our behalf, or on our owner's behalf, I should say, at 1,000,004. Let's move in 50s on the rise from there. For the first time, at 1,000,004 only. 300 squares of home. Second chance at number 59 Innis Road. Third time. I'm not going to place any more vendor bids here today, folks, so it's your time to shine. Well, very good. If you don't bid, I simply pass the property back into Team Turnbull at 1,400,000, not for sale at that level. Should you have interest in the home, you need to be north of that level at 1,400,000. Officially passing the property back in. We will look to the conditional market now for the opportunity to buy and sell. Passing in at 1.4. To our seventh in our catalogue, being number 20 Buns Road in Hallsville. We did pause some time ago with the bid at $860,000. I can confirm that we've had some discussions out in the back rooms. The conclusion of those discussions is that our owner has exercised their right under clause 2.6 in the contract, and they have withdrawn the property from the market and sold it outside of the room. So congratulations to all parties involved. Well done there. And I'm now going to take us straight on now to the 13th of the day, which is number 18B Selwyn Street in Summerfield, as I find my place in my book. 18B Selwyn Street in Summerfield, brought to the market by Mr. Cameron Bailey and once more Harrison Hotman. A busy day for you gentlemen. Let me steer you through the formalities of this one. It is an estate and cross lease. It's flat 2 and garage 2 depositor plan 49365 on lot 2 depositor plan 26459. That's all outlined in your certificate of title that you have reviewed. 17th of May 2022 is our conjoined settlement and possession. That's when you get the keys. Further terms of sale being clauses 22 through to 25. You bid and you buy on that basis, and you would have noted the list of chattels in Schedule 2. This property being brought to the market on an as-is, where-is basis, but I think plenty of upside, plenty of scope on offer. This is an excellent opportunity to get into the market or potentially onto the investment ladder. Summerhill stone, well, I just love that Summerhill stone in terms of the way it looks. It will just age really, really nicely, whilst inside you've got 3 bedrooms, ensuring plenty of opportunity on the accommodation front. The carport and that single garage, that ensures protection from the elements for the cars and the toys and the like, and the location, it is a sure winner both now and in the future. Folks, my instructions today: open the bidding at $250,000 on a vendor bid. Shall we move forward in 20s from there? Who's got 270 to set things alight? It's not a library, folks. At 310 or 260? 260, there we go, at $260,000 with my starter at 260,000. And 350 over here, accelerating things to the possession date's the 17th of May, Jim. But at $350,000 I have 360 and 380 here at $380,000 for 90. Got you there, Jack, and 400, Brendan, at $400,000. Good interest in this one. You take encouragement from that. 410, thank you, Jack. Welcome back. 415, thank you, Simon. At 415, a barrage of bidding here. At 4-1 and 5 for the first time. Who's got 20 for me? Second chance at 415. Third call at 415 with Simon. Who's got 20? Oh, Jimmer. 420 Harrison Hotman. Welcome into you, my friend. Multiple bidders on the telephone. Everyone social distancing down their phone lines.
425.
4, 2 and 5, back with you, Mr. Watson, at 425. 425 the bid, 430 now. At 430 for Selwyn Street. Who are we Selwyn today? At 430 I have. For the first. For the second.
435.
435. Slowly but surely we rise. At 4, 3 and 5, is it Harrison or is it Simon next? At the moment it's Jack. In the lead. His buyer on the phone at 435. Opportunity beckons here. Good interest in this one at 4, 3 and 5. But I chase down 440. 440 to go. 435 I have. I sense we're close. Looking for 440. Let's work together. Put it 435 here. With Jack in pole position. 440 Harrison at 440. 445 Jack. 440 I have. Opportunity in Summerfield. Fashionable location.
Change of instructions, we're selling.
We're selling, very clear. Thank you for those instructions at 440. Now we play for the keys.
Another one.
441.
445.
445. Welcome back, Brendan. Nice to see you again at 45. 46 and 50, Brendan, perhaps. But at 446, your buyer doesn't lose it for a mere 1,000. At 4, 4 and 6 for the first. For the second, it's still with you, Jack. At 46. No ifs, buts or maybes, we're on the market. And we sell. I'll take $500 from someone if it helps. Third call. Final chance here with you, Jack. Hammer's coming up and it's coming down and it's coming in this direction at 446. Does it fall this way? We're going. We're going and we're sold at 446. Well done, Jack, and to your buyer on the telephone. Let us now move forward to number 25, Stonebrook Drive out in Rolleston. brought to the market by Mr. Mike Franklin. He's been representing our lovely owner and helping you, the market out there, complete your due diligence here at number 25. The legal fraternity described this property a little more formally. It's an estate and freehold. It's 585 squares of freehold land, lot 5 depositor plan 445213, which is outlined in that certificate of title that Mike's been filing through to each and every one of you. I know we have a registered telephone bidder that may come into play today, but I've cited the paperwork. Very happy to move forward on that basis. Schedule 2 outlines your chattels that you receive on that conjoined settlement and possession date in April, and those further terms are clauses 22 and right through to 23.2. This is absolutely quality real estate in the ever popular location that is Rolleston. You get post-quake built home. It's that brick construction. That combination will give you a home that is easy care and easy living, and you'll have great peace of mind from that. 4 double bedrooms. They enable a good night's sleep for everyone, and the 2 bathrooms ensure that those morning routines are an absolutely easy one. There's plenty of space here for the afternoon beverage or barbecue. The garage with that drive-through access, that's an absolute bonus. Love those garages with that drive-through access. Stonebrook Drive, folks. I look for an opening bid or offer. Who starts me away? Who's got an opinion on price? Lily, we're selling more than the letterbox today. How about 700? 700? There we go. At $700,000, that's a little bit better. At 700,000 we have. Ambitious at 600, I would have thought. But at $700,000, we're underway. For the first time with Lily's buyer on the telephone at $700,000. Let's move and say 25's on the rise from there. Second call at 7. Third chance for 4 bedrooms in Rolleston. Well, Lily, I place a vendor bid at 725 on behalf of my owner. I welcome your lovely buyer on the telephone back in at $750,000. 750 I was asking for, just another 20. 750. Goodness me, I should have asked for more, but at 750, it's good to work with you, Lily, at $750,000. I commence my count to 3 once more for the first time at 75 and 0 at $750,000 second. And third time for number 25 at $750,000. Lily, it appears it's just you and I today. I'm not going to stand here and place any more vendor bids. What we'll do is we'll pause and we'll offer your buyer on the telephone the opportunity to buy number 25 Stonebrook. So pausing with you at $750,000. you, I take you back to 25 Flockton Street in St Albans. We paused a little while ago with the bidding at $665,000. We did have some discussions with our highest bidder. They've very graciously increased their bid through to $695,000. But at this stage, we haven't come to a conclusion or an agreement. So what I do is I reopen the auction at $695,000, and I welcome in bidding north of that level. Potentially someone has $700,000 for me. We carry those conversations forward. Otherwise, we simply pass in at $695,000, and we can take our chances with the conditional market. For the first time at $695,000. Second call, third chance at $695,000. All done, out and silent. We're passing the property back into Ash and Sutherland Todd. They will welcome your phone calls and your emails regarding this property, looking for interest north of that $695,000. Good luck to our owners. I'm sure that we will see a sold sticker up very, very soon. back, team. I take us forward now to the 12:30 time slot. Our next three properties up. First up will be 223 Waimea Terrace in Beckenham, brought to the market by Rosie Robinson. I'll take you to that lovely home very shortly. Just before I do that, I remind you all of our conduct of auction that we work to confidential reserve prices today that our owners have set. Your job as the bidders is very simple. It's to get the bidding up to and maybe over those reserve prices. Assuming we can work together to do that, the highest bid, whose bid I accept, will very simply be the purchaser. Now, I can refuse a bid if I deem it not to be in the interests of my owners, but I am here to work with you. I may give some suggestions around the increments by which those bids raise. From time to time, I may place a bid on behalf of my owner. That's known as a vendor bid. If I place a vendor bid, you can be rest assured of two clear things. Firstly, they're always well under the reserve price, and secondly, I'll label them very clearly. I'll probably use language ironically such as vendor bid. Now, when the hammer falls in your direction, that means you've won the auction. Well done. Before you commence your celebrations, we will ask a few simple things of you. Firstly, you sign the agreement. Secondly, you pay 1/10 of the purchase price by way of a deposit. And thirdly and finally, complete the GST information, which is outlined in Schedule 1. In all respects today, your bidding is cash and it is unconditional. Well, without any further delay, let us go forward now to 223A Waimea Terrace in Beckenham, brought to the market by Rosie Robinson at the rear of the room. Nice to see you, Rosie, representing our owners. Good luck here today. The property is an estate in freehold, so you buy the best parcel of land available to you in New Zealand. It's 612 square metres, more or less, of that freehold parcel. It's Lot 4. It's deposited plan 14501, and it is outlined in that certificate of title that Rosie's been filing through to your inboxes for your review. Now, vacant possession is guaranteed on that conjoined settlement and possession date being Friday the 8th of April of this year. I know we may have some registered telephone bidders that come into play. That's fine if that is the case. Schedule 2 outlines the list of chattels and those further terms of sale being clauses 22 through to 24. You bid and you buy on that basis. Waimea Terrace, it may well be the solution to all of your real estate problems. This is a gorgeous home. It is situated in the ever popular Beckenham Loop. You'll just absolutely live the good life here and you will not want for much at all. In terms of the transformation that's been undertaken here, wow, what a makeover that has occurred. It's an absolute masterpiece that you see up on screen, and if you've visited the home, you'll know what I mean. This is a home that is well and truly relevant in 2022 and will see you very, very happy here for many years to come. I love the aspect of the home, the situation, the extensive insulation that you've got on offer, the double glazing, automated irrigation. That means the sprinklers do their job while you get to relax on the couch and watch your favourite Netflix show. It's all those little extras that just add up to make this wonderful and compelling real estate. Folks, we just need to work out its value in the marketplace. To do that, I chase down an opening bid or offer. Who'd like to go first? A polite and quiet crowd is not my favourite. It's not a library. It's an auction room. Who's got 660 for me? Chris Kennedy's favourite number. That famous Dunedin band, as you often say, Chris. I know you're watching online today. Well, at $660,000, I start things off on behalf of my owners. There's a line in the sand. Vendor bid at 660, clearly not for sale at that level. I look for 20 on from here. Chase down 680. I have 660 on a vendor bid for the first time in that coveted Beckenham loop. Second call. For the third call at 660, well, straight back with me at 680. Make no bones about it, at $680,000. You'll see value north of there surely. Love the transformation that's been undertaken in this one. You simply move in and enjoy. Once called at 680, if you're cash and unconditional, now would be the time to tell me. Second, third chance at 680. Well, Rosie, I advanced the bidding one last time through to 700,000 on behalf of our owners, and we call it there. I look for a mere 10 on from here. Otherwise, I pass the property in on that vendor bid at $700,000. Once, twice, third call at 700. Done, out, silent. Very good. Well, Rosie, passing the property back into your very capable hands. We open the property and the opportunity up to all and sundry north of $700,000. Good luck, Rosie. Good luck to our owners. Folks, 15 Everest Street in Burnside is now where I take us, your 16th in the catalogue for today. Brought to the market by Mr. Mark Wong, the superstar agent that he is, representing our owners and representing this opportunity in Everest Street. This is an estate in freehold. It is 703 square metres of that freehold parcel. Lot 502, deposited plan 20511, which is outlined in that certificate of title that Mark's been sending through to each and every one of you. Now, the property is tenanted on a fixed term through till February 2023, so good cash flow guaranteed with this one. You get to take settlement on the 7th of April of this year unless you have made prior arrangements in writing. Schedule 2, that outlines your concise and neat list of chattels, and those further terms, they are noted there towards the rear of the agreement, and they are clauses 22 through to 24. Situated in the heart of the ever-popular Burnside is this one. This is an absolutely classic Kiwi home. You buy good, solid real estate here. There's no doubt about that. North of 700 square metres of that freehold parcel of land. That plays host to this 3-bedroom home. But it's outside where you'll want to spend so much of your time here because there's plenty of space to play, potentially to garden, to develop, to create as you see fit in the future. I just love that backyard. As I said, good opportunities there moving forward. You're in zone for Burnside High School, so this one ticks the box from an investment perspective because you're close to the airport. You've got Burnside High School within zone, and the amenities of Northlands Mall are within easy reach. Folks, you should be absolutely peaking for 15 Everest Street. I just looked for an opening bid, opening offer from the floor. Who goes first? Who's courageous? Who's got 580 for me? 580, Mark Wong, easy at 580. Welcome into your buyer on the telephone. A number of telephone bidders here and registered for today. At 580, I have let's move in 20s. Should be easy to get me through to 600,000, I would have thought. For the first time, at 580. For the second time, cash flow guaranteed. Those tenants look after your mortgage. Third time, 600. Mark Wong, clearly here to win. Hesitation only ever costs you a little bit more if you're considering bidding. At $600,000. Once called at $600,000 for Everest in Burnside. Never goes out of fashion owning real estate in good old-fashioned Burnside. Second call. Third call at $600,000. Will Mark Vendel bid with me at 620 on behalf of my owners? Not for sale at 620. I'll get your buyer to come back at 6:40. Or anywhere else in the room for that matter. I don't play favourites, I just favour those in the lead. 6:30, very good, knocks me back, but that's okay, Mark, let's work together. At 630, puts 10 on, happy to take 10 from anywhere else in the room. Once am I pausing and negotiating with Mark's people at 6:30, the wake-up call. Second chance, no more vendor bids coming. Third call at 630. Heaton, are you interested in bidding today? Your buyer? Or do I pause and talk to Mark's people? Love your social media influencing that you do now, Heaton. See you all over my Instagram. It's good stuff, good content. We pause here. Very good. Pausing at 6:30 with Mark's people. Pausing at 630. Mark, we'll have a conversation. in Addington are brought to the market by our lead agent at the front of the room, just across this side, Julie Rasmussen. She's been representing the property, of course, helping out our lovely owners and helping you dot your I's and cross your T's in terms of your due diligence here in Addington. This is an estate in Stratum in freehold. It's Unit 1, it's Deposit of Plan 557624, which is all outlined in that certificate of title that Julie's been filing through to you in recent weeks. 7th of April 2022, that's our settlement date, that's your possession date. You get the keys and you get to move in. Then those further terms of sale being clauses 22 and 23, you bid and you buy on that basis. And I remind you, your bidding today is of course cash and it is unconditional in all respects. Addington, it's recently been judged New Zealand's best suburb. This is a chance to secure your own little slice of paradise in the best suburb in all of New Zealand. It's not hard to see why, because you're so close to the CBD in Hagley Park. You've got cool little eateries and cafes and a cool, vibrant feel that you gain in Addington. This is a two-bedroom townhouse. It's only 1 year young, so you get to move in and enjoy near new living. This home, it's got absolutely everything you need and nothing that you don't. It's just a home that will add to your lifestyle in every sense. I love the fact that it's nice and light and bright and sunny. The outlook is fantastic, and that connection to that outdoor space from the living space is really, really easy through those sliding doors. Folks, I'm going to stop talking and I look for an opening bid or offer at this point. Who'd like to kick things underway? Who's got an opening bid or offer? Polson Street. Perhaps there's 560 somewhere. Should be really easy at $560,000. Very good. Well, as you percolate, I don't hesitate. I place a bid on behalf of my owners at $560,000. Be very clear, value well north of that level. Let's move in 20s on the rise from there. For the first time on a vendor bid at $560,000 with me. This 580 Doug, working with a bidder on the telephone, Doug Soper, our new Brighton manager, at 580. Good luck to your buyer on the telephone, Doug, at 580. For the first time at 580,000. Second call, near new townhouse. Wander down to the Addington Coffee Co-op on a Sunday morning. Get a nice croissant potentially, flat white. Continue your meander down to Hagley Park. First, second at 580. Third time at 580. Doug, I'm not going to place any vendor bids at this point in time. I look for an increase from your buyer. Can they square off the ledger at $600,000? And we'll continue our conversations. You can give your buyer some confidence, Doug. They're the only one here today, it would seem. So they get that priority boarding like a first-class passenger on the plane. But the economy passengers are waiting in the wings. They get that exclusivity to negotiate and buy today. $590, that's fine. Let's work together on this one at $590,000. I scan the room, I check the room, I look for an increase from here, otherwise we pause at 590 and we have a conversation, Doug, with your buyer. Once called, second chance, we'll take a pause, Margie, thank you. Third and final at 590, out, done, silent. Doug, we pause with your buyer on the telephone. Let's continue those conversations out in the back room, pausing at 590. Okay, folks, 15 Everest Street. Our previous auction, we did pause a little while ago with the bid at $630,000. Mark, your buyer on the telephone has graciously increased their bid, I understand, through to $640,000. Just get confirmation at 640. That's right, Mark? Mark, 640, thank you. Nice to know everyone's listening to me still. It's like I'm at home at $640,000. Now, we don't have a change of instructions at this level, so what I do is I reopen the bidding from 640 and I look for 50,000. 650,000 that is, or you can bid me 650 or 690, I don't mind. Put the 50 on top or just bid me 650. In your hands. Otherwise, I pass the property in at 640. We open it up to the conditional market. You write your best offer on paper and take your chances. Here we're nice and transparent and open, despite the masks. First chance at 640. Was that a bid, Heaton? Second call. Was that a bid? Third and final at 640. We're all done, out, silent. Well, very good. We're just going to pass the property back. Mark, representing our owners, we pass the property back into you. We'll continue to work with the entire market north of that level, passing in at 640. Back to 25 Stonebrook Drive, number 14 in your catalogue. We paused a little while ago with our highest bidder sitting at $750,000. We've had some discussions with both parties. We have had a very gracious increase in the bid. I understand through to $830,000, Lily. Is that correct? $830 with your buyer? Beautiful. Thank you for that acknowledgement. I now look to our lovely owner, and I understand a change of instructions at $830. Hammer's coming up, and we're selling here. For the want of a better bid or offer. Breaking news, out she goes at $830,000. But I count it down 3 times. I give you 3 chances to bid north of that level, otherwise we sell. For the first time, at 830. Stonebrook Drive in Rolleston. They say it's the town of the future, and your future is now. Second call at 830. Third final time at 830. 25 Stonebrook Drive. It's going, and it is sold this way. Congratulations, Lily, and to your buyer. Thank you to our owner for your instructions. We'll just put some more music on and be back very shortly. our last 30-minute time slot of the day. Some 20 properties coming to the market in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms thus far. We've seen really good activity across the vast majority of those, with 8 properties already selling unconditionally. Before I take you to our last 3 properties of the day, I just remind you of the way that things work here in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms. We work to confidential reserve prices. Those have been set by our owners. I won't be disclosing those reserve prices to you, the bidders at large. Your job is so simple today, it is to get the bidding up to those reserve prices. Now, assuming we can work together to do that, the highest bid, whose bid that I accept, will very simply be the purchaser. Now, I can nominate the sum by which those bids increase. I can refuse a bid if I deem it not to be in the very best interests of our owners. And if a dispute arises concerning any bidding, if there is any argy-bargy, I'll sort that out. More than likely, we revert to the last undisputed bid and then recommence the bidding sequence from there. Now, in the absence of your bidding participation, or from time to time, I may place bids on behalf of my owners, known very simply as vendor bidding. If I place a vendor bid, you can be rest assured that they're under the reserve price and that I'll label them very clearly. More than likely, I'll ironically use language such as vendor bid, or the bid is with me. If and when that hammer falls in your direction, congratulations, you're the winner. Before you start your celebrations, we will ask that you sign the paperwork, you make a payment of the deposit equaling 10% or 1/10 of the purchase price, I don't mind, and thirdly and finally complete the GST information, which is outlined in Schedule 1. In all instances today, your bidding, it is cash and it is unconditional. Let me take you now to 5/20 Ajax Street in Burwood, brought to the market by the fastest man in real estate, which is Jack Milligan. Jack, you've been representing our owners here and helping our parties out there in the marketplace complete their homework here in Ajax Street. It is an estate in freehold, 103 neat and concise square metres of that freehold parcel, but it is a freehold parcel that you buy. It's lot 5, deposit plan 569364, which is all outlined in that certificate of title that Jack's been sharing with you. Friday, the 22nd of April of this year, or any other such date that's been mutually agreed upon in writing, is our conjoined settlement and possession date. Schedule 2 outlines your list of chattels and those further terms that you bid and buy on. They are clauses 22 and 23. Ajax Street, this was built by the good folk at Wolfbrook in 2020, so it's just 2 years young. This is near new, obviously. It's 2-storey. It's a 2-bedroom home that makes for really easy living. As you would expect of a home of this age, everything's nice and modern. It makes for easy living. The connection to that outdoor space, that just extends your sense of space and it improves your sense of well-being. Upstairs are those 2 double bedrooms and the well-appointed bathroom. Location, nice and easy, isn't it, to get across to the Palms for your weekly shop or potentially a coffee or a movie, as you please. Folks, we just need to work out its value in the marketplace. We deal with the cash and the unconditional buyers first. Interested to hear your opinions on price for this one. Who's got an opening bid? Everyone looks at their shoelaces. Who's got 550 for me? Should be really easy at 550. Very good. On behalf of my owners, I place a vendor bid at $550,000. There's our line in the sand, under no illusions to value, clearly north of that level. At $550,000, it's my one and only vendor bid here today. Someone's got 560 for me. We offer you an opportunity to buy first. For the first time at 550, near new, just 2 years old. Second chance. Wander across the road to the Palms. Third final time at $550,000, all out, done, silent. Very good. Well, passing the property back into you, Jack. However, before we do that, I have an announcement to make. That is, we have an asking price on the property now at $589,000. So $589 is our asking price. You pay $589, you own that home potentially. However, make yourself known to Jack. He's already off to deal with the conditional market. They're clearly knocking at the door there, but I'm sure that Jack will clean up things in Ajax Street very, very soon. the interest of expediency, let us now move forward to 13 Malta Crescent in South New Brighton, brought to the market by Chantal and Bev Johnson, who are here in the room with us today. Good luck to the both of you. Of course, good luck to our decision makers, and of course, good luck to the buyers here in the room at the same time. The legal fraternity describe this property a little more formally. They describe it as being an estate and freehold. It is 607 square metres of that freehold parcel. Lot 2, deposited plan 20237, outlined in that certificate of title that the team have been sending through to each and every one of you. A vacant possession that is guaranteed on that conjoined settlement and possession date. You don't have long to wait. 14 April 2022 is when you get the keys. You can move in, unless of course you have made prior arrangements in writing. Telephone bidders, they may come into play today, but I have cited the paperwork. I'm really happy to work with any registered telephone bidders that may participate today, and I'll make it known to you if and when they do. List of chattels, you've read them in Schedule 2, you've reviewed them and you're happy with them, as you are the further terms being clauses 22 to 24. Your bidding today, as always, is cash and unconditional. 13 Malta Crescent, this is surely going to be just a really good luck and wonderful home for our new owner. There's absolutely lots to like here. Absolutely love this home. I love those wooden floors that you get. They will absolutely floor you. That wine bar, that's a nice touch. That will really appeal to a number of us here in the room. That's going to be a great place to just kick back and make use of that wine bar on the weekends and evenings. The bedrooms, of which there are 3, absolutely well proportioned in every respect. And when it comes to the location, I just love this location because you're mere moments from the beach. You get to live a relaxed and cruisy lifestyle here in Malta Crescent, and you'll just live happily ever after at number 13. Folks, my instructions today are to place a vendor bid on behalf of my owners at $400,000, and I look for 420 in the room. Who's got 420? 400 with me, vendor bid. Let's move in 20s. Make it really easy for you today. I'll do my best to catch the bids. First chance at $400,000. For the second time, for number 13. It's going to be lucky for somebody. Third call at $400,000. 420. There we go. Bev working with one of those registered telephone bidders. Welcome in, Bev, at $420,000. As I said, really easy at these levels. At $420,000 only. I look for 440 next. But at 420, it's at the back with Bev's buyer on the phone. For the first time, for Malta. For the second, 500. Love the strategy. Coming in strong, puts 80 on. But I confirm I'm only asking for 20s at this stage. Who's got 520 for me? Strong play for the keys at 500,000 across the far side. For the first time. At 500, 000 the bid. Don't let that put you off. You just take encouragement from that. But I look for 20 on from here. 3 bedrooms on offer for the second chance at 500. 510, okay, wasn't looking for 10s, but I'll take it, Bev. Come back though, make sure you come back. At $510,000, the bid's with you. 550, love the strength, love the ambition. Puts 40 on. Clearly well prepared at $550,000. Take your 10s, Bev, that's absolutely fine. Get me through to 60. Keep your buyer in the lead. For the first time at 550. Easy wander down to the beach. For the second call, 560, there we go. Is it 600? 565, I take it. 565 it is. That won't put the other buyers off, that won't intimidate. And 570, but there's a familiar pattern starting to come. 575, there we go. As we move in the 5s, we settle into the bidding now at 5 3/4. Bev, just waiting. I'll wait as well. First time at 5 3/4. For the second call at 575. Third chance, 580 in the nick of time. 585 it is on the retort. Sees value, so should others. Slowly but surely we rise at 585. All the actions across this side of the room. Perhaps we have some interest on this side. But at 585 we lie here. Once, twice. Looking for 5 to stay alive. Third call. Here. The bid's here. Over here at 585. It's your turn now, Bev. Yeah, it's over here at 585. Gets awkward when two parties buy the home. It's for a crowded housewarming and an awkward one. 585, confirming the bids here. What news do you bring, Bev? Not yet. Just ducking in and out of the auction room on me. Looking for an increase at 585. Don't have instructions at this level. Need to see an increase. Perhaps we go through to 590. Move things in the right direction. Happy to sit tight. 3 bedrooms. That one, 590. There we go. Good confidence. Hesitation, Bev, only ever cost your buyer a little bit more. But at 590, clearly in the lead, out on the telephone. At 590, we tried hard, but that's a fairly clear concession. At 590, looking for an increase. May have rattled some of the competition in the room with your strong bidding earlier. 590 is where we lie. If you're cash and unconditional, now's a great time to make yourself known to me. But at 590 I have. Looking for 600 somewhere. Square the ledger. Easier for me to work out the deposit as well. We have an increase, Jane? 615. Good bid. Courageous bid. That's the way to do it. At 615. And we are on the market. There you go. Breaking news at 615. We sell away. That was the curtain raiser. Now we have the main event. Hammers coming up. Where does it fall? You tell me. At 615 I sell here for the first time. That wine fridge included. Second call. At 615. Look, we've even got the bottle down the front for you. Third chance. Selling at 615. Out. Won't accept a late bid. Very good. 13 Malta. It's going at 615. It's going. Sold this way. Well done. Congratulations. Fantastic result. Fantastic bidding. Thank you to all involved. For you, I take you back to Addington, the best suburb in New Zealand, 1/63 Polson Street in the heart of Addington. We paused with our highest bidder at $590,000 on the telephone with Doug. Doug, I understand we've had an increase through to 650.
Just bear with me. Trying to get the answer. $650. Yes.
Nicely done, Doug. Thank you. At 650, I now turn to our owners who are represented here in the room at 650. I understand very clear instructions that we're on the market and we're selling. Polson Street, we're on the market and we're selling away at 650. I scan the room, I check the room for the want of a better bid or offer. I sell to Doug Soper on the telephone with a buyer. For the first time, we offer you finality and happiness. Second call at 50. Third final chance at 650. Well, Doug, your buyer's done it. Congratulations to them. They've just bought Polson Street. It's going their way. It's going, and it's sold. Congratulations. Well done. Made it. We've made it to the anchor property of the day, 20th of 20 opportunities that we have brought to the market here in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms. 41 Nancy Avenue in St Albans is where I take us for the last of the day. Before we commence proceedings here, I remind you that this is a brought forward auction, so it is different to the previous 19 in that we have received an acceptable pre-auction offer. Our owners have accepted that offer. What I'll do is I'll run through the formalities. I'll then announce that acceptable pre-auction offer level. I'll let everyone in the room hear it for the first time, and then from that point on I will welcome in bidding north of that level. If we see bidding today, we have an auction. If I don't, I simply knock the property down to the initiator of the pre-auction offer and we will be sold at that level. Now, I won't be placing any vendor bids on behalf of my owners, clearly not the right thing to do, given the fact that we are on the market and selling. We've reached that reserve effectively. I'll still give some suggestion, perhaps some encouragement around the increment of the bids, and I can refuse a bid, however that is very, very unlikely. Good luck to each and every one of you interested in this fine home at number 41 Nancy Ave. It is brought to the market by Jessica Downey, looking very sparkly and shiny as always there, Jess. You could wear it much better than I, that's for sure. 41 Nancy Ave in St Albans. That's a horrific site that everyone's just thinking about now in their mind's eye. 41 Nancy Ave in St Albans. This is an estate and freehold, 665 squares of that freehold parcel. It's lot 76. It's deposited plan 14449, and it's all outlined in your certificate of title that Jess has been filing through to you. Thursday the 14th of April 2022 or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing is your conjoined settlement and possession date. We of course guarantee you vacant possession on that date. The list of chattels, they are outlined in your Schedule 2, and your further terms that you bid and you buy on today are clauses 22 through to 25. What an absolute showstopper this is in Nancy Ave. It's got that charming disposition. It's sunny and private in its living spaces, and the connection to the outside world is just so easy with those decks there and that beautiful backyard. Now when you come back inside, I love that wood burner. That really adds to the sense of occasion here. But on those busy days when you're trying to get out the door or when you come home from work, you pop the heat pump on and that provides that instant warmth or cooling air depending on the time of year. I love the oversized double garage because, and including the plenty of off-street parking that you get with this one, that allows plenty of space for your throng of throttles and all the toys that you might have collected. Folks, you're all here to hear that pre-auction offer, the acceptable level that our owners have accepted. That is $680,000. So 680 is where we lie.
690.
And 690. It appears we have an auction today, and I sell away at 690 for the one for the better bit. 695. It sounds like it's on sale, and it is. At 690, 700 it is with you, Naomi. Confidently back at $700,000. Where to from here? First chance, sir. They often stop on those round numbers. You need to test that. You don't lose good real estate for $5,000. For the second call, it's 705, and you'd like to bid? 710, absolutely. Welcome into you. Good interest, good real estate at 710,000. Last of the day, spend all your money on this one. 715, Naomi with you, confidently at 715. Selling?
720.
20 here. 720 now.
730.
730, the wake-up call. Doubles me up, puts 10 on. Do you match that and go 40? Clearly worth it. Others see the value. Think not what it's worth today, what it's worth to you in the future. But at 730, your open home viewings are done.
735.
Absolutely, I stick in the 5s, but Naomi, you stay in the 10s with your buyer because that's good for them.
740.
Okay, what do I know? But at 740, you're back in front. Selling at 740 for the first. Is it 45?
Okay, I will give you another.
For the second call, achingly close, team. But I do sell just behind you. You put a little 2.5 on the side, just to test them. 745 here. You take confidence from that. Imagine if you ever tried to sell. 750. There'd be good interest in it. At $750,000 only. We do sell at 750 here to Naomi's buyer on the telephone.
It's still open.
It's still open, absolutely, but the open days will be over. Sold stickers going up. At 750 for the first time, Jess, it's against your buyer. For the second time, it's against you as well. It's at the back at 750. Third quickly at 700. 755, of course. 755.
750.
And 60, straight back. Confidently. Doing really well, Jess. Keep your buyer going. But at 760, it's away from them. It's at the back at 760. Potential now, potential in the future. But we sell you happiness today. Regret's a terrible emotion. So I'm told. At 760, the bid's here, Jess. Once as I count it down. I'll take 2.5 from your buyers if that's more comfortable for me. But for the second time, penultimate chance, at 760 only. Third chance, final chance, Hammers Cup coming up, Jess. You know the drill from here at 760. Any more left in the tank from your buyers? They better let us know really fast. I'm selling Nancy Ave here at 760. It's going. It's going, and it is sold this way. Fantastic, Naomi. On behalf of your buyer, congratulations to the numerous bidders in the room. Thank you for your spirited interest and bidding. All the very best to each and every one of you in your property search. Folks, that does wrap up. We don't have any out. That wraps up proceedings here in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you today. All the very, very best in your property searches, and we'll see you all again very, very soon.